Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. Today we are getting into a new release thriller vlog. I'm so excited for this video. I've already started my first book and I'm really liking it. Before I can tell you about it, I want to let you know about the TBR for this video. I am reading The Last Party by A.R. Torre, which just came out this past month. I'll also be reading Assume Nothing by Joshua Corin, which this is an arc and I believe the actual release is on the 10th of December. Yes, on sale December 10th, 2024. You guys can get this immediately. It should be out, if not today, then in the next couple days. And then I'm also going to be reading Blood Like Mine by Stuart Neville, which I received as an arc a while ago, but it is already out. And I'm really excited to get to all of these brand new thrillers. As I mentioned, I am already a little bit into The Last Party by A.R. Torre. This one is on Kindle Unlimited, so I went ahead and started it on my Kindle, and I am a third of the way through. When I sat down to start this book, I did not think that I would get into this much of it, honestly. I read the first quarter and I was like, oh my god, I need to update. But then I just kept reading and then I'm like, oh, I need to update my vlog. And then I just kept reading. I physically could not put this down. It's already so good, which I'm really relieved about because the last couple releases from A.R. Torre I really haven't loved. So I'm glad that she is back to writing books that I like. I loved Every Last Lies, Every Last Secret, and The Good Lie. I just mixed up two of her other thrillers. I really loved those two. Haven't really liked much since, but The Last Party is going really well. We are following multiple perspectives, but the main two. Number one, this suburban housewife who is like a fucked up closeted psychopath, and she has these horrible thoughts of everyone around her, and she's planning something absolutely diabolical, which I don't want to give away. And then we're also following a convicted killer on death row who is the alleged perpetrator of this slew of murders of little girls at a slumber party years and years ago. And our suburban housewife is slowly more and more obsessed with this case of the slumber party girls and in the man who allegedly committed the murders. We follow both of their perspectives as their pasts interweave and their paths may cross. And we also get these little pieces of the puzzle, like we get some of her daughter's journal entries, we get little emails, we get little pieces of like testimony of stuff that has happened after this party where our suburban queen has just, like I said, something absolutely diabolical planned for this party. We know that it goes absolutely wild because we have these accounts from afterward that we get sprinkled in between the chapters. It is so engrossing. The way that it's written is just so good. The main characters, both the death row inmate and the housewife, are really interesting, like fully fleshed out characters. And I, for the first third, could not put it down. Something just happened though in the last chapter that I read. I believe it was chapter 23. I read something like one sentence and immediately I was like, oh, I know exactly what's happening. Like I figured out the entire plot of the book. I know what this reveal is gonna be. I can see it clear as day. Unless this is just like a crazy red herring, I have 100% confidence that I know exactly where this is going. I don't know how things are gonna go. It may drop off and not be as enjoyable now, but so far up to this point when I have my theory, I'm loving it. So I'm gonna try to get some work done around the house. Hopefully I'll get a chance to read a little bit more on my lunch break, and I will let you know what I'm thinking. Holy shit, vlog. Holy shit. Oh my god. I am over 2/3 of the way through The Last Party. I can't believe how I'm speeding through this book. It's so good. The suspense, the way that she's building tension is masterful. Especially like now that I know what's going on. And the more that I think about it, the more that I think that that was intentional. I think she was giving a subtle reveal without spoon feeding us and spelling it out exactly. And I really, really like that. So now there's just this tension and suspense as we're waiting for this party to happen, and we're getting little pieces of the puzzle, trying to figure out how this is gonna go. Oh my god. This main female character is so fucked up. She's crazy. She's crazy, but she's so entertaining. Her name's Perla, and she's literally giving Pearl energy, like the A24 movie Pearl. If you like Pearl, you will like Perla. Okay, she is wild. She's giving like happy smiling housewife, but she's crazy. And right at the chapter that I just read before this update, we got a new perspective we never got before, and the twist, oh my god. I was worried like I had predicted it all and there wasn't going to be a twist that got me, but I fear I would have never predicted that. That was an incredible twist just now. I don't know how the hell this is going to wrap up now, because that twist threw a huge wrench in things, but yeah, I don't think my theory was a theory. I think Miss A.R. Torre really just set things up in a way where we slowly over the course of the story found out what was going on without needing this big shocking twist, so she could hit us with this other shocking twist. And I'm hoping there's going to be more twists at the end. Oh my god, I have to go to work, but I literally can't. I mean, I have to, and I will, but like, how am I supposed to when this book is so good? I only have like 20% left. Please, I only have like an hour left. No, I don't want to stop reading, but also like, I love this feeling of not wanting to stop reading. This is such a good thriller. Luckily, I have my Pretty Girl Book Club live discussion tonight, and we always have sprints after our book club discussions. So I will have some reading sprints tonight that I can finish this book on. Whew, I don't know how I'm gonna survive until then, because y'all, I'm obsessed with this book and I need to know how it wraps up. Hello vlog. It is much later after sprints. I am so sick and congested. This is just what happens to me, my immunocompromised ass. Every December I get so ill. It's happened like the past 3 years, ever since I was diagnosed with PCOS and endometriosis. My body just breaks down. That's really good. But while I was absolutely falling to shreds on my live show, I also got to finish up The Last Party on sprints, and I gave it 5 stars. 5 stars. Can you believe it? A.R. Torre, she's back on the scene. She's back in the game. I'm not gonna lie, at the 90-something-ish% mark, I was like, fuck, I can't believe that happened. That was the wrong choice. I'm not gonna like this. And then there was one final twist that redeemed everything. Oh my god, listen to my voice. I can't even talk about it. I mean, all you really need to know is it's such a good thriller. It was twisty, it was engrossing, the characters were interesting. The way that I pitched it to my Patreon girlies on sprints was that it's like The Party by Robin Harding if the mother was the main character from Mayfly. So if you like those 2 books, which I love both of them, actually I believe I gave both of those 2 books 4.5 out of 5 stars. I love them both, but there was just a little something that was missing. I guess we just needed to combine them, because The Last Party literally is 5 stars. I'm obsessed with it. I loved it so much. And I'm gonna try to get into a next book before I go to bed tonight. I don't know. I just popped 2 Benadryl, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. The next thriller I'm gonna read in this vlog is Assume Nothing by Joshua Corin. This is about a girl whose father was convicted of killing her mother. And she was like, oh my god, like, what? How did you find this out? There's like this mastermind, hello? Mastermind of a man, and he's this detective, and he put together the pieces, and he was like, it was your daddy. The girl is like forever grateful to this detective for solving the case of her trauma. There's also this author who writes these detective books based on real crimes. The author wrote a book based on her crime. She's obsessed with it. I don't know. She's got some issues. She's got some stuff to work out. But anyway, she ends up crossing paths with the detective and the author. And she develops a friendship specifically with the detective. And he's like, let me share the secrets of my success with you and invite you to solve a murder of your own. This will challenge, though, everything she thinks she knows about the detective, the author, and her own past. And this is an arc, so I haven't literally heard a thing about it, but it goes on sale, like I said earlier, December 10th in paperback or on Kindle. It literally says Kindle ebook for $5.99, so that's a really good price, I fear. I'm going to get into this one and I will let you know my thoughts. Hello vlog, it's literally dark, I fear. I have not updated you all day, but for good reason. I've literally had a sick day. Like, I got so sick. I woke up this morning at like 7 a.m. to try to go to yoga, and I nearly fucking collapsed on my way out the door, and I was like, you know what? Yoga's not in the cards today. So I went back to sleep, and then I ended up canceling half my sessions because I literally could not function. But I've just been cozy in bed. That's a good thing, I guess, is I've been able to just be chill with my squishmallows. I have my bat squishmallow that I always have, and I have a new Christmas one. This is a Swiss roll squishmallow. I literally love her so much. I've also been reading my book Assume Nothing by Joshua Corin, and this is a literally perfect sick day reading material. Honestly, if you want something like cozy, wintry, this is a literally perfect. It has the vibes of a classic like Agatha Christie style like mystery, which I always want to read those around the winter time. I don't know why, but I think the December release date for this is literally perfect because it's just the vibes. And I really like the writing style. It's really unique, like from the perspective of a 15-year-old girl. And I don't know why when I read the back, I was like, oh, this girl is an older woman, but no, she's not. She's literally 15, and it's set in 1995, so she's like this quirky little low-key depressed I don't know if she's actually depressed, but I would be if I was in her position. She's a little quirky 15-year-old in the 90s on AOL, and she's like messaging people who are way older than her. You know, we all did that shit, like, or maybe we didn't, but I was an Omegle girl, okay? I was on Omegle when I was age 13 with men being like, you know, saying weird shit. So it's just like nostalgic and funny in that way. I also really like our main character's voice. Like the voice of this 15-year-old girl is so like snappy and kind of cynical and funny. Just nice to read from. It's like the vibes of an Agatha Christie like classic mystery, but with the voice of a funny, sarcastic teenager who's way too smart for their own good. I love it. So I am a little over a quarter of the way, and she has at this point come into contact with the detective who solved her parents' true crime case, and he has flown out her and her aunt to stay with him for the holidays. Again, perfect winter book. She's staying with him for Christmas. It's literally like she's staying with Sherlock Holmes or like Hercule Poirot or something. It's so cool. And there's also this connection to the mystery books that are written based on true crimes, and this author clearly was inspired by Agatha Christie because the mystery author in the book also went missing, much like Agatha Christie did in real life. So there's just like a lot of lore in here. There's a lot of different parts. I love the like AIM chat messages. Let me find a little section of that. Like, I love these little sections where we get the messages. There's some media. It reads really easy. I was supposed to film and like get a lot of stuff done tonight, but I'm literally so sick. I just cannot. So I will be enjoying rotting in bed, reading this book, enjoying the cozy vibes. Let's get into it. Hello vlog. It is just a little bit later and I'm now halfway through Assume Nothing. You really can't assume anything with this book because it has taken so many turns. Oh my god. This book is fast paced and it's all over the place. Like, you think you know where it's going and then it goes somewhere completely different. My one gripe with like classic Agatha Christie style mysteries is sometimes they're slow, boring, they drag. This is not like that at all. And it's really helping keep the pace that we have this like young, almost like manic feeling main character. Like, she is so energetic and just like down to do whatever investigating she has to do. Things have taken such a turn in the plot as well. Like, anyone we think we can trust, we cannot. There are deaths happening. I don't even know where we're going at this point. I thought this was going to be a very structured, straightforward, formulaic mystery, kind of like Agatha Christie books are, and it's just not at all. It kind of does feel YA because of the younger perspective, a good girl's guide to murder energy a little bit, especially because she's teamed up with this guy that she met on the AOL like chat room or whatever, which is a little weird, I will say. Like, why is this young girl bopping around with a 19-year-old boy? I don't know. I get that it's supposed to be like, yeah, this shit happened in the 90s and it's really not that deep. Nothing creepy has happened between them, but it's just a little weird to me. So that's my only thing. Other than that, I'm really liking it. I think my boyfriend is coming over though, so I'm gonna pause my reading and hopefully this man is gonna comfort me a little. I will get back to you when I get back to you, queens. I feel like shit. Hello vlog, it's the next day. I'm actually feeling so much better. I don't know what it was. Last night, I just caught a second wind. I don't know what it was. I was feeling so bad all day long. My boyfriend came over for 20 minutes and all of a sudden I looked at him and I was like, I have an appetite. I'm hungry. So we cooked and he brought his little book over so we could read our little books together. I only read about 20 more pages since the last time I updated you. I'm still liking Assume Nothing, but I just wanted to get on here and say it's a dreary, rainy day and I'm loving it. I'm feeling so much better. I'm about to dive back into my book. We're back. We're back, girls. I was only taken down for a day, and now here I am again. She's a phoenix rising from the ashes. Assume nothing about her. Assume nothing. She's fine. So yeah, I have a pretty heavy work day today because I was down for the count yesterday. But as soon as I get through my work, we're diving back into her. I will let y'all know what I'm thinking. Hello vlog. I'm not coming to you live from my home for once. I'm actually getting out in the world. I am meeting my friend at a pop-up Christmas bar. I don't have a reading update for you, but we are gonna have some fun. vlog. It is the next morning. I had so much fun at the little Christmassy bar, but we are back to work today and I have a reading update for you. I actually made it to the 75% mark of Assume Nothing and we got deaths all over the place, okay? This plot keeps on moving. My thing with Agatha Christie novels or like mystery novels like that is they're so formulaic, and this is not a certain formula. This is subverting expectations at every turn and it's really exciting. It just like keeps my attention and it feels really easy to read. Our quirky weirdo main character is so fun. The 90s setting is so fun. I just like it, y'all. I'm just liking it. So I do have quite a few sessions today and then I'm actually going to a wedding this evening. I don't know how much time I will have to read, but I will let you know when I'm finished with Assume Nothing. I only have about 50 pages left, so I should be able to finish it up at some point and I'll let you know what I think. Hello vlog. I actually got home from this wedding at a decent time, which like never happens. Usually I get so crazy at weddings, but I actually kept it pretty normal. So I got to come home and have a cozy little evening. I ended up finishing Assume Nothing just now and it was so much stupid fun. Like I didn't guess the ending. It totally caught me by surprise. I thought it was really clever. Overall, this didn't have like much meaning or social commentary at all. Like it was just like no thoughts, head empty, twisty, plot-driven mystery. It was nostalgic in the way of like an Agatha Christie book, but also nostalgic in the way of like a ridiculous Fear Street book where you're in the head of this teenager that just kind of like does whatever they want. But it was just so much fun and so nostalgic and cozy for the holidays. Especially the scenes in England were like super cozy, perfect to read for winter. Overall, I think I'm gonna give this 4 stars. It was just a good time. And then we're gonna move on to the last book of this vlog, which I'm gonna try to get a head start on tonight before I go to bed. The last book of this vlog is gonna be Blood Like Mine by Stuart Neville, which I also received as an ARC. And this is about a mother and daughter. They're on this like snowy, treacherous road on the run, and then they have car trouble, but they cannot stop and ask for help because they can't risk being remembered. They are running from something. They have something sketchy in their past, I think particularly with the daughter, and the mother's trying to protect her. And then we're also following the like FBI person who is on their tail. It's like a game of cat and mouse, but we don't know who's the cat and who's the mouse. It seems wintry and kind of like Stillhouse Lake vibes, which I love that. We're gonna get started on this and I will let you know what I'm thinking. Good morning vlog. It's another dreary, rainy day and I'm just loving it. I'm loving the vibes. I laid in bed this morning for an hour with Boba. You can probably hear her jingling around. You wanna come up, girl? Oh my goodness. We just laid in bed for an hour just listening to the rain and reading. And so I read some of Blood Like Mine last night and then I also got into it this morning and I finally realized, I was like, oh my god, I'm so far into this book, I need to tell the vlog. I'm 150 pages in. So like I just read a big chunk, but it felt like nothing. Like this book is so fast paced. It's crazy. It is so interesting. I immediately love all the characters. Like the investigator perspective is the one that I was worried about, but this guy is like, no vigilante justice on my watch. Like I'm trying to catch the bad guys. Like, y'all don't realize what happens when you do vigilante justice. Like, it's literally dangerous. Like, please stop. Like, please stop. So I'm like conflicted about his character. Like, I get him, but also like, let people be a vigilante if they want. But the vigilante serial killer that he is trying to catch is supposedly and allegedly, or at least we're supposed to believe is this mother-daughter duo. And they're on the run and all these treacherous things keep happening to them. And we're also getting like case notes and like letters that the mom wrote when she was pregnant with the daughter. Oh my God, like all the pieces are coming together. It's literally so fast. It's so thrilling. Like this like feels like a thriller, you know what I mean? Like, yes, there are some mystery elements. Like, is this duo the serial killer that this guy is looking for? Will they evade arrest? Like all of this stuff. But also, it's not just about like getting those questions answered that is keeping me reading. It's just generally a thrilling book and I feel invested. So I'm really enjoying Blood Like Mine. I'm going to keep reading this morning. I have a couple hours before my boyfriend's gonna come over and we're gonna play some Magic the Gathering. Okay, I don't know. I'm literally a nerd now, you guys. Like, oh, I can't help it. I'm just so beautiful, whimsical, and ethereal that I attracted a nerd. And I love a hot nerd. Like, there's literally nothing I love more in this world than a hot nerd. Like, oh God. So this motherfucker got me into Magic the Gathering and we're gonna play a little bit and then he's gonna come with me and my friends to an influencer event. Hello vloggy vlog. It is a little bit later and I'm about 2/3 of the way through Blood Like Mine. I'm still really enjoying it. There was a actually like psycho twist right when I picked up the book again and it sucked me in again. It's so good. It's taking place on Christmas, so it's the vibes. There's a speculative horror element, which y'all know I fucking love. It reminds me of one of my favorite books of last year, but I'm not gonna tell you which one because I think it would give away some major plot point. That's how I'm feeling. I'm loving it so much. And we're about to go to a little lights festival. I have a little influencer event. So I'm bringing some friends with me. I'm bringing my boyfriend. Y'all will see some B-roll. It's gonna be a cute little fun time. Y'all know I love like a little tiny Texas town and it's out in one of those. So we're gonna go explore, have some fun, release some lanterns into the night sky. Come along with us. Low-key is giving Casey Musgraves. Low-key it's giving a deeper well. Hello vlog, it is the next day and I had such a fun day yesterday. It was just so vibey, so amazing. Unfortunately, we did not make it to the Lantern Festival. It was rainy. I'm pretty sure the whole thing got rained out, but we were just having such a fun time. Like, you know when you have plans and the plan brings everyone together, but it's not about the plan, it's about everyone being together. Like, that's what yesterday was. It was so much fun. I laughed harder than I have in so long and I'm just feeling so much like joy and Christmas spirit, even though it's like the gloomiest stretch of days we've had in a long time. I'm loving it. Oh, I just feel so cozy and full of love, so I'm so happy. And I'm also so happy that this morning I got up and finished Blood Like Mine by Stuart Neville and it was so good. I will say one of our main character, the investigator perspectives character arc, was hard to read. It definitely didn't go in a way that I liked, but that is part of the horror of it, was seeing his descent over the course of the book and then kind of seeing our other characters not necessarily ascend because things like went to horror and shit at the end, but it was just a very interesting trajectory, the way that everything went. It was so fast-paced, so exciting. I absolutely adored the speculative elements, and the suspense was so great leading up to the final confrontation. Everything worked out in the end in a very satisfying way. But then there was one more chapter that made me want a sequel so bad. I really hope that we get a sequel to this. It reminded me of one of my favorites of last year, and that one got a sequel. So I'm hoping that there's one in the cards for Blood Like Mine as well. The only thing that I wish is that the main investigator guy's like descent had more context, or was, I guess, like explained a little bit more. I feel like there was some type of commentary or something to be said there, and it was unsaid. So that was the only thing that I was kind of hoping for. But plot wise, oh my god, it was so great. The feeling of it was great. It takes place on Christmas. It's all snowy. The vibes are great. So I had a really wonderful time with this book and with this whole vlog. I don't know if I said it. I don't remember if I said my rating. I think I'm gonna land on a 4.5 for this book. So every single book in this vlog was a total banger. Blood Like Mine is already out. I know I said I was reading an arc, but it's already out. You can go read it right now. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Assume nothing. This should be out. If not today, then it will be out tomorrow, hopefully. If it's the 9th, then go ahead and pre-order it. I really, really like this book. It's such a fun mystery. And then of course the last party is a 5-star. It was phenomenal. It's available right now on KU. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this thriller vlog. I definitely had fun making it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out these books and to go to therapy and read a book this week. I will see you guys tomorrow for another day of happy Hailey days. Bye!